Mike, what are we asking you to do? We're not asking for your money. We don't ask for anybody's money. Hello, my name is Brad Bartholomew, and the title of this video is Mike Bloomberg, CTA 2026, or as we like to call it, Friends of Critical Thinking Americans, where we select one person with a large network following and ask for their endorsement. In this video, we're asking for Mike Bloomberg's, and I selected him for 3 reasons. But before I get that full disclosure, I certainly don't know Mike, and if anybody can contact him directly, would you please alert him about this video? We would greatly appreciate it. Back to the reasons. The first reason is his presidential slogan, facts over fiction. We think that point, that critical point right at the beginning, whether you're going to go after facts or you're going to go after fiction, that creates the root cause of our divided society. Now, we use different terms. We use seeking reality instead of facts. And as far as fiction, we call it propaganda, or manipulated data, or I actually call it bullshit a lot. Anyway, we believe that's the root cause of our divided society. And Mike was the first person to alert the country about this. He was one of the first ones that I've ever heard identified this critical point in our thinking. I sure wish we had listened to him. The second reason, when my father finished his successful Air Force career, he was elected twice as a Republican as the Comal County Treasurer. He was in charge of investing all the county's funds. He would always go and visit any potential investor, and he would look to see what was on their desk. And if there was a Bloomberg terminal on their desk, my dad would consider working with him. If there wasn't a Bloomberg terminal on their desk, my dad would not work with him, because he knew he wanted the investors to have the best data, the most reliable data, the facts, and he knew that's what was coming out of the Bloomberg terminals. The third reason is kind of, maybe seems a little bit odd. I was thinking about when he ran for a presidency. I couldn't remember whether he ran as a Democrat or a Republican. It seemed to me he had conservative fiscal values, and so I assumed he was Republican, but no, he ran as a Democrat. And it kind of got me thinking, before this MAGA movement and before the digital age and all these algorithms of division that are floating around, people voted, or I think people voted a lot of times, on the quality of the candidate, the integrity, and whether they thought they had good leadership. And now it seems that the American public jointly were not making really good decisions because we're leaning more toward party loyalty. I think we should go back to quality of candidate. By the way, he was probably one of the first tech billionaires, and he did it the old-fashioned way, by giving reliable data and facts. Enough yakking for those 3 reasons. Mike, what are we asking you to do? Well, we're kind of asking you to do the same thing we ask anybody. We're not asking for your money. We don't ask for anybody's money. Watch the 5 videos and talk to 5 friends. But if you watch the 5 videos and then you publicly endorse it, you could influence not 5 people, but 5 million people, or maybe 50 million people. Your endorsement would give us something we will never have, and that's a large following. You know, it seems like people have lost hope. An endorsement by you could tell them, hey, we can make a change. We still have that ability. And the other thing is, Mike, we ask you to kind of work the phones. I'm sure you have a network of wonderful, respected other voices that could also become endorse us publicly. And it seems like a good place to start. Mike, we need your help, please. Watch 5, talk to 5. Safe landings, everyone. Mike, we need your help, please. Watch 5 videos, talk to 5 friends, and safe landings, everyone.